like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsor, Glenn Scholl with State Farm Insurance. Let Glenn and State Farm handle all of your insurance needs, from auto, homeowners, and much more. Give Glenn Scholl a call at 812-637-3700. Thank you for Glenn and his support of Trojan Media Productions. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank the sponsors of tonight's event, Skyline Chili in Brookville and St. Leon. Stop by Skyline before or after any Trojan athletic event and fill up with a hearty meal at Skyline. Trojan Media Productions would like to thank Dave and Michelle Deddens and Skyline Chili for sponsoring all East Central Trojan events.
Steve Sunoco featuring Make a Mia Pizza, Deli, for real milkshakes, lottery, snacks, and more.
January special, 3 medium, 2 topping pizzas for $24.99.
At Steve's, our main focus is the experience of the customer. We hire friendly people, keep our shelves stocked, and the store clean.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for East Central Trojan. Number 0, number 2, number 1, Joel Richter. Number 20, Moses Weeks. Number 30, Jason Feldman. Number 42, Andrew Gibbons. Number 50, Noah Howard. And number 54, Adam Stevenson. And tonight's starters, number 10, Edgar A.J. Reynolds. Number 14, Edgar Reese Over. Number 32, Edgar Dylan Maxwell. Number 34, at forward, Ryan Brotherton. And number 44, at forward, Cole Week. Head coach Danny Tucker. Fouls on number 32, Dylan Maxwell, his second, team's third. Harrison from line shoots two. Entering the game for Connersville, number 12, Paul Mays. Number 22, Zachary Henry. 46 over 30, Chase Bell.
Glenn and State Farm handle all of your insurance needs, from auto, homeowners, and much more. Give Glenn Scholl a call at 812-637-3700. Thank you for Glenn and his support of Trojan Media Productions. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank the sponsors of tonight's event, Skyline Chili in Brookville and St. Leon. Stop by Skyline before or after any Trojan athletic event and fill up with a hearty meal at Skyline. Trojan Media Productions would like to thank Dave and Michelle Deddens and Skyline Chili for sponsoring all East Central Trojan events.
Connersville foul number 10, Cody Taylor. It's 3 on the
Steve Sunoco featuring Make a Mia Pizza, deli, for real milkshakes, lottery, snacks, and more.
January special, 3 medium, 2 topping pizzas for $24.99.
At Steve's, our main focus is the experience of the customer. We hire friendly people, keep our shelves stocked, and the store clean.
Trojan Exchange. Shop online, at the games, or at lunch.
We'd like to take this opportunity to thank the sponsors of tonight's event, Skyline Chili in Brookville and St. Leon. Stop by Skyline before or after any Trojan athletic event and fill up with a hearty meal at Skyline. Trojan Media Productions would like to thank Dave and Michelle Deddens and Skyline Chili for sponsoring all East Central Trojan events.
Steve Sunoco featuring Make a Mia Pizza, deli, for real milkshakes, lottery, snacks, and more.
January special, 3 medium, 2 topping pizzas for $24.99.
At Steve's, our main focus is the experience of the customer. We hire friendly people, keep our shelves stocked, and the store clean.
We'd like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsor, Glenn Scholl with State Farm Insurance. Let Glenn and State Farm handle all of your insurance needs, from auto, homeowners, and much more. Give Glenn Scholl a call at 812-637-3700. Thank you for Glenn and his support of Trojan Media Productions.
Has this ever happened to you? Does your Chromebook have you stressing? Check out the Drop Zone. Submit a form or ask your teacher. Fast and friendly service with loaners to get you back up and running. The Drop Zone. For your Chromie, homie.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for our second half. Connersville inbound ball to start the third quarter. Connersville foul on the shot. Foul on number 5, James Peterson, his first. Team's first. At the line, C2, Reese. Central foul for 34 of 22. Re-entering game, Connersville, 14 Brady Bull. And for Central, 42. Second timeout. 2 minutes and 16 seconds left in the third quarter. Your score is Central 23. Connersville 27. Connersville foul number 55, Casey Harrison. Off the field. It's his first foul. Team's third. Central foul on the shot. Basket is good. Jake Peterson back off. Game for Central number 44. At the line, receive two, number 24, Blaine Portsby.
We'd like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsor, Glenn Scholl with State Farm Insurance. Let Glenn and State Farm handle all of your insurance needs, from auto, homeowners, and much more. Give Glenn Scholl a call at 812-637-3700. Thank you for Glenn and his support of Trojan Media Productions. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank the sponsors of tonight's event, Skyline Chili in Brookville and St. Leon. Stop by Skyline before or after any Trojan athletic event and fill up with a hearty meal at Skyline. Trojan Media Productions would like to thank Dave and Michelle Deddens and Skyline Chili for sponsoring all East Central Trojan events.
Connersville foul on the shot. Fouls on Connersville, 6 minutes, his third. Result, Very beginning for Central, number 20, Trojans lead. Number 30, Chase Bell. third. The CT carries. Your score is 1 minute 15 seconds left in the ball. Connersville 47, and Central 44.
Sunoco featuring Make a Mia Pizza, deli, for real milkshakes, lottery, snacks, and more.
January special, 3 medium, 2 topping pizzas for $24.99.
At Steve's, our main focus is the experience of the customer. We hire friendly people, keep our shelves stocked, and the store clean.
Trojan Exchange. Shop online, at the games, or at lunch.
We'd like to take this opportunity to thank the sponsors of tonight's event, Skyline Chili in Brookville and St. Leon. Stop by Skyline before or after any Trojan athletic event and fill up with a hearty meal at Skyline. Trojan Media Productions would like to thank Dave and Michelle Deddens and Skyline Chili for sponsoring all East Central Trojan events.
Steve Sunoco featuring Make a Mia Pizza, deli, for real milkshakes, lottery, snacks, and more.
January special, 3 medium, 2 topping pizzas for $24.99.
At Steve's, our main focus is the experience of the customer. We hire friendly people, keep our shelves stocked, and the store clean.
We'd like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsor, Glenn Scholl with State Farm Insurance. Let Glenn and State Farm handle all of your insurance needs, from auto, homeowners, and much more. Give Glenn Scholl a call at 812-637-3700. Thank you for Glenn and his support of Trojan Media Productions.
Has this ever happened to you? Does your Chromebook have you stressing? Check out the Drop Zone. Submit a form or ask your teacher. Fast and friendly service with loaners to get you back up and running. The Drop Zone. For your Chromie, homie.
We'd like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsor, Glenn Scholl with State Farm Insurance. Let Glenn and State Farm handle all of your insurance needs, from auto, homeowners, and much more. Give Glenn Scholl a call at 812-637-3700. Thank you for Glenn and his support of Trojan Media Productions. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank the sponsors of tonight's event, Skyline Chili in Brookville and St. Leon. Stop by Skyline before or after any Trojan athletic event and fill up with a hearty meal at Skyline. Trojan Media Productions would like to thank Dave and Michelle Deddens and Skyline Chili for sponsoring all East Central Trojan events.
Steve Sunoco featuring Make a Mia Pizza, deli, for real milkshakes, lottery, snacks, and more.
January special, 3 medium, 2 topping pizzas for $24.99.
At Steve's, our main focus is the experience of the customer. We hire friendly people, keep our shelves stocked, and the store clean.
Trojan Exchange. Shop online, at the games, or at lunch.
We'd like to take this opportunity to thank the sponsors of tonight's event, Skyline Chili in Brookville and St. Leon. Stop by Skyline before or after any Trojan athletic event and fill up with a hearty meal at Skyline. Trojan Media Productions would like to thank Dave and Michelle Deddens and Skyline Chili for sponsoring all East Central Trojan events.
Steve Sunoco featuring Make a Mia Pizza, deli, for real milkshakes, lottery, snacks, and more.
January special, 3 medium, 2 topping pizzas for $24.99.
At Steve's, our main focus is the experience of the customer. We hire friendly people, keep our shelves stocked, and the store clean.
basketball game between the visiting Connersville Spartans and your East Central Trojans. I'm Aaron Jackson. I'm joined by Bobby Reynolds here tonight. And Bobby, I think we've got a great matchup here between two teams with really good records.
I agree. Anytime you play a Kerry Brown coach team from Connersville, you better be ready for a trip to the dentist.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what it's like. They're going to make you uncomfortable. They're going to play a really, really solid man-to-man defense, and we'll talk more about that as we get into the broadcast. But they're really disciplined, take care of the basketball, do a lot of things that basketball coaches really enjoy and like, and it's going to be a tough matchup for the Trojans tonight, but I think we're up for the challenge.
Yeah, Coach Diz, he's kind of had a surprising team. He's lost some good parts from last year's team, but a lot of players that have stepped up for him. They've been fun to watch play. But Connersville's been really impressive so far this year, Bobby. They had a tough schedule. Like we talked about a few minutes ago, they went up to Lawrence North, nearly won on their floor in an exciting game. But IU's hot recruit C.J. Gunn kind of sunk their night with a three-pointer there at the end.
And you hit the nail on the head there. And, to your first point about East Central losing some players, we lost 2,000-point scorers from last year. Coach Disbrow did. And so anytime you lose players like a Luke Collinsworth, and those type of guys, you're bound to have a rebuilding season, but I give Coach Disbrow a lot of credit on what he's done this year. You look at East Central's record, it's 12-3, and I'm sure if you would have said, at the middle of February, if East Central had been 12-3, you probably could have made some bets on that.
Yeah, I agree, Bobby.
And to Connersville's point, the schedule they play, you mentioned the loss at Lawrence North. Anytime you go up the 5 those Indianapolis teams, floor, and come close and almost pull out a win, and you get beat by a Division I athlete on the last second shot, it says a lot about Connersville's program and their team. Yeah,
it does. You mentioned Kerry Brown. Wherever he's been, Bobby, whether it's been Rushville or South Dearborn or Connersville, they've had nothing but success. Like you said, just really well-coached teams.
Yes, very well coached, very disciplined. And just, running down what we think are going to be the starting lineups here, you look at East Central. Coach Disbrow started 5 seniors pretty much the majority of the year. And I think that'll continue tonight. And I think we have an idea as far as Connersville's starting lineup goes, and we'll get more into that as we get closer to the announcements here and we get ready for the anthem. It's nice to see the East Central Trojan Band in the house tonight. So it's good to have that, a little atmosphere, and I think the whole town of Connersville is here tonight.
I think, Bobby, they travel well. They're certainly out in force. Not a bad crowd for East Central either, but, it's really impressive how many Connersville fans are here.
It
you get
really
a team
is.
like this, you tend to go along and watch a play wherever they go.
Bingo.
Guys, at this point, we're going to take a break, and we will let our PA announcer take over for our national anthem. Welcome back to St. Leon here for high school varsity action. I'm Aaron Jackson along with Bobby Reynolds. Bobby, we've talked a little bit about it. Let's see who we've got starting for both teams here tonight.
Well, I think Coach Isbro's probably going to stick with his regular lineup with 5 seniors. We talk about Selhorst and Caleb Mergenthal and Jaden Dennis and Casey McQueen and Hogue. That's usually his normal 5. So here we go with the starting lineup for the Spartans. They typically start. They start Toby Billups, number 12, at a guard, averaging about 7 points a game. Really makes them go really good in transition. They're probably going to start number 44, Gage Brown, and number 24, Josh Williams, number 30, Caleb Sparks, and number 34, Lucas Barron. So Coach Brown has a nice mixture here. He's starting 3 seniors and 2 juniors, and he brings 2 juniors and a senior off the bench for his 8 rotation guys, and that bodes well for them looking forward. They're really good now, and they're going to have a nice nucleus come back next year.
And one thing, Bobby, that stands out to me for their starters is just there's height in their size. You know, the only one that's under 6 foot is number 12, Toby Billups at 5'11". You know, other than that, you look at Caleb Sparks, 6'4", Gage Brown, 6'6". You got Josh Williams at 6'3", and Lucas Barron, 6'4". So I know for Coach Disbro, boxing out and getting those rebounds is going to be paramount here in this game.
You couldn't have said it better. Their size really jumps out at you when you see them in person. Not only are they long, you can tell they've been in the weight room too. And when you look at that, another thing that I noticed in looking at the stats and what I've read on them so far, how balanced they are scoring-wise. You look at the scoring averages. Their leading scorer is Lucas Barron. He averages 11 points a game. When you go down their lineup, Josh Williams at 8 a game, Toby Billups at 7 a game, Gage Brown at 6 a game, Caleb Sparks at 6 a game. They spread the wealth really well. And for defenses, that's hard because now you can't really just focus on one guy and trying to stop him. Now you got to worry about all 5 because all 5 are capable scorers.
And like you mentioned, with all those 5 scorers, you know, usually Selly draws the toughest assignment defensively.
And I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see Selhorst jump out on number 34, Lucas Barron, which is their leading scorer. Really, really nice-looking player. Good size down low, and I think Selly's going to have his hands full tonight with that guy. Yeah,
I couldn't agree more. It's just going to be a tough defensive matchup. We're going to see how the Trojans respond here on the home floor. We're set for the tip-off. It's Barron against McQueen. Here for the opening tip. Thanks, everybody, for joining us tonight. It's going to be the Trojans. Murgy tracks the ball down. He's going to get it to Dennis.
Connersville comes out in that patented man-to-man defense, and you're going to see really, really a well-oiled machine defensively as far as they go. They're going to switch a lot. They'll probably stay with Mergenthal, I would say. And there's a nice little cut to the middle there by Hogue. Wasn't able to convert.
But we'll see. You know, a lot of times, Bobby, they like to do that in-and-out game, East Central. So we'll see how they can pull that off tonight against Connersville. There's a 3 on the way by number 44, Brown, in and out.
Right. And I think if you would ask Coach Disbro if he would be happy with that defensive possession, I think he'd be more than willing to let them shoot that tonight. Connersville is usually very deliberate offensively. And so I think that first shot goes well for the Trojans. But I know East Central probably is looking to get out and transition a little bit and try to beat that Connersville defense before it has a chance to set up in the half court where you really got to grind out possessions and get good shots.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, especially against that size, Bobby, just being able to generate enough points to stay with Connersville tonight.
Very true, very true.
And that's a 3. It's good by number 24, Josh Williams. He's one half of the Williams twins playing for Connersville this year.
That wasn't bad defense. It was really good offense there. Just a good shot, tough shot in the corner, and he may have even during the foul didn't get called. He got knocked down on it.
I thought, Bobby, they may call a foul on that too.
There you see that pack line defense played by Connersville. They always seem to have 1 or 2 guys with a foot in the paint, ready to anticipate the drive. And the thing about defensively watching them, they stay in front of their man.
Yeah.
They don't get beat on penetration.
Yeah.
They stay in front of them, and they make you go side to side instead of letting you get north and south and downhill towards the basket.
Yeah. You think we'll see a lot of switching tonight on defense by Connersville, or you think they'll play more straight up?
I don't anticipate a lot of switching on their part. I know they're very, very aware of what Caleb Mergenthal has done this year as far as shooting the basketball. So I really look for a focused defensive effort on him. I think they're going to try to make the other 4 guys prove that they can beat them.
2 foul shots, good for Jaden Dennis. Connersville leads early by a score of 3-2.
East Central showing a little full court pressure here, extending the defense. Well, I know Coach Isbro isn't going to be happy with that foul. Number 24, Caleb Mergenthal, with a foul 70 feet from the basket.
Yeah. Not a good decision here, Bobby, at all.
No. I'm sure Coach will let him know about that.
Yeah. And they've had a lot of success, Bobby, with the press this year, generating those turnovers, but just way too aggressive here by Caleb.
Yes.
Especially at this point in the game.
East Central's got a nice blend. They've got some interchangeable parts, which allows them to press and play and switch on defense. And so I think that might have been part of the logic there and then the reason for the press.
That's going to be a turnover on Connersville. It's going to go back to East Central.
Good post defense there by Cooper Hogue.
Absolutely. And one thing about this East Central squad, Bobby, is just how well they play together as a unit. You know, like you mentioned, interchangeable parts, but everybody knows their role out here on the floor, and they just play well together.
And we talked about Connersville not, being so balanced. And I know Caleb Mergenthal's had a really nice year with shooting the ball. But really, they've had a lot of guys for East Central step up this year.
Yes.
Sometimes it's Jaden Dennis, sometimes it's Ryan Selhorst, it's been Casey McQueen. East Central kind of mirrors that a little bit. But it'll be interesting to see as this game unfolds exactly which side has the better sharing ability, who can convert more. 32, Dylan Maxwell checking in for the first time this evening. He's a sophomore, been playing mostly JV this year, played really well in the Columbus North game this past Saturday in the varsity contest.
Yes.
Coach Disbro sees a lot in him.
Yeah.
Just a really solid player. And being a sophomore, I'm sure he's got some big plans for him coming up in the next 2 years.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw him play quarter JV action already tonight. Here's a 3 for Mergenthal. That's off the rim, but a rebound by McQueen. Probably a smart decision there, Bobby, to kick it back out.
Yeah, he had 2 Connersville guys around him. Usually off an offensive rebound is a good time to kick it back out for another open shot. Didn't transpire right there.
But to your point about Dylan, with his skills and just a good teammate, he's really good building block to work on.
Absolutely.
Build on for the next couple years. Nice steal there by Dennis. It's up and in.
Nice job by Jaden Dennis right there, grabbing the loose ball first before he dribbled it and then converting.
Yeah. So many times, Bobby, you see players try to run with it before they have it.
Exactly. And as coaches, they try to teach them, don't try to dribble a loose ball. Pick it up first and then go. Jaden did a really good job with that.
Going to be a foul against East Central. That's number 40 on the foul.
Actually, that's on Casey, number 50.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it was Casey McQueen, number 50. 3 team fouls already for East Central, 1 for Connersville.
Connersville with a 1-4 low set here. Let's see what they try to do with it.
Nice defense by McQueen.
Really good dig on the post by Dylan Maxwell and close out again on number 12, Billups, to prevent the shot.
Three on the way. It's good by number 12. That's Toby Billups. He's shooting nearly 33% from behind the arc.
Very capable shooter. And if you let him catch it and shoot it without making him dribble, more than likely those kind of guys are going to make it.
Yeah, Bobby is wide open for that shot. There's a miss by Murgy.
Good hustle by Jaden Dennis on that offensive rebound. Mergenthal's missed his first 2 open three-pointers here. Not sure what's going on with that, but you usually don't see him missing too many wide open shots.
No, you don't. That's a 30-second timeout. Folks, we'll also take a 30-second timeout. Hang with us. We'll be right back.
We'd like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsor, Glenn Scholl with State Farm Insurance. Let Glenn and State Farm handle all of your insurance needs, from auto, homeowners, and much more. Give Glenn Scholl a call at 812-637-3700. Thank you for Glenn and his support of Trojan Media Productions.
Back, folks, to high school on with Bobby Reynolds. It's Connersville and East Central here tonight. East Central really working that ball around the perimeter.
It was a really good out-of-bounds play design there. Coach Isbrook coming out of the timeout. They had a little screen-the-screener action there, and they had a lob play to Selhorst. Not sure why he didn't go up with it.
Yeah, Bobby, I was surprised too. There's a 3 by Jaden Dennis. It's Connersville 8, East Central 7. Connersville number 12 at the top of the key, Toby Billups.
I kind of anticipated maybe seeing a little bit of zone defense tonight out of East Central with the size of Connersville.
Yeah.
Thought maybe that would be a concern. It still might happen if East Central gets in foul trouble.
Yeah.
But so far, it's been nothing but man-to-man both ways.
Yeah. There's a steal by East Central. Who's down low, McQueen. Yep, and Jaden Dennis, he hopped, and it's a travel. Going to turn it right back over to Connersville and the Spartans. Number 42, James Williams, into the game for the Spartans, along with Cooper Hogue, number 30, and Carson Bazanka.
And 54, Adam Sizemore. So wholesale changes here.
Yeah. You know, Bazanka, he's had a really good freshman season so far, Bobby.
Yes, he has. Been impressive for a freshman. The thing that's been probably most impressive is how composed he stays.
Yeah,
and
he really does stay calm.
You don't get a lot of that maturity from freshmen, let alone seniors sometimes.
Yeah, it's true.
But has done a really good job. Hasn't shot it very well of late, but doesn't reflect in the way he plays. He hustles. He still does everything else you need him to do.
Yeah, he does a lot of little things right. And I know Thomas Meyer, as middle school coach, said he's one of the best players down there he's coached. 3 in the corner by 34 was no good. East Central with the rebound.
There's a nice look by Mergenthal underneath.
Yeah, good job there, Bobby, by Murgy to see Hogue down low and feed him the ball. Good pass.
Seems like Connersville got a little too focused on Mergenthal at that point, kind of lost track of number 30, Cooper Hogue, underneath the basket. Caleb hits him with a nice pass, gets fouled, going to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Yeah, I think that's a key this evening, Bobby, for East Central, is just trying to draw in Connersville to some mistakes and being able to take advantage of it.
You typically don't find Connersville making too many half-court defensive mistakes.
Yeah, that's the truth. Hogue misses the first on the front end.
Got a minute 22 left in the first quarter, tie game 8-8. Coach Disbrow subs out Caleb Mergenthal, maybe to give him a little bit of a breather here before we get into the second quarter.
And that second one is good by Hogue. We're going to see Dennis come in for Maxwell. Selhorst also into the game.
Connersville into their bench a little bit too. Both Williams brothers are in the game.
And that's a 2 by number 44, Gage Brown, the 6'6" senior. And that's one thing about Connersville, Bobby. You know, they can go 3 men deep on their bench and still get fairly good production.
Very good production. Just really, really sound defense and boxing out right there. Not a real smart foul by Cooper Hogue. The less chance you give Connersville to go to the free throw line, the better chance you have to win a game. And right now, East Central with 14 fouls already. And so as we get into the last stages of the first quarter going into the second quarter, really, really putting themselves behind the 8 ball as far as fouls go. Connersville getting to the line for the 1-and-1. And East Central can ill afford to have key players get into foul trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. Phillips still backs away. He's going to reset it.
Connersville looking for the last shot of the quarter here already with a 2-point lead. See what Coach Brown has them do.
That's a 3 on the way by Brown, and it's good. A huge shot there by Connersville with 5 seconds left. Here's Hogue for the answer. Rims in and out, and that's the end of the first quarter. It's going to be Connersville 12, East Central 8. We will be back with you in 1 minute.
We'd like to take this opportunity to thank the sponsors of tonight's event, Skyline Chili in Brookville and St. Leon. Stop by Skyline before or after any Trojan athletic event and fill up with a hearty meal at Skyline. Trojan Media Productions would like to thank Dave and Michelle Deddens and Skyline Chili for sponsoring all East Central Trojan events.
Steve Sunoco featuring Make a Mia Pizza, Deli.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to East Central High Schools. We see a great shot of the student section here tonight. Big game between the Trojans and the Spartans of Connersville. I'm Aaron Jackson along with Bobby Reynolds. Bobby, we saw some great shooting in that first quarter by Connersville, especially on that last play.
Really good execution by the Spartans. They get a dribble drive right to the elbow, kind of a downhill drive. They kick it out to 44. And he does a nice job catching it first and then shooting it. And we talked about that earlier. You let people catch and shoot like that in rhythm, they're more than times than not going to make that shot.
Yeah, and like you said, they're so well coached, just hard to find a chink in their armor.
Yes.
And that's a rebound again by Connersville. Still kept alive by Connersville, and that's going to be a foul.
Just really hard-nosed, aggressive basketball by Connersville going after the loose ball and rebounds right there. A little bit of a case, maybe they wanted the ball a little bit more than the Trojans did.
Yeah. Well, we mentioned at the start of the game, Bobby, and, we talked to the coaches. Boxing out, very important, and they didn't on that play.
Yes.
But I've really been impressed with the Williams twins here so far. Just, their athletic moves towards the basket, Bobby.
And just physically strong.
Yeah.
You look at 42 James Williams.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a lot of height and size per se, but the way he plays and just how physically strong he is in the middle. He flashes, he posts. He got that offensive rebound.
Yeah.
He plays a really nice job defensively. So, I mean, he's the kind of guy, man, you just like to have on your team.
Yeah, one that's really a complete player.
Yes.
From what we've seen so far. And that's Mergenthal from the wing, just off. And like you said, Bobby, it's been kind of a cold night so far for Caleb.
Yeah, and East Central's going to have a hard time keeping up if he can't score the ball in those open shots. East Central really struggling right now, giving up offensive rebounds.
And here's another foul, Bobby. It's going to be, I believe, on Caleb Mergenthal.
I think he called it on Casey McQueen, and so that's 2 on him. So East Central already struggling with defensive rebounding. Now their biggest player has picked up his second foul. That's not going to help things.
So you got 16 fouls, 6:47 left, so that's going to be a big factor here for the Trojans.
Yes, it is. And, we talked about it now with 6 fouls. The next common foul in East Central, Connersville goes to the free throw line.
Yeah, it's going to be that 1-and-1. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Connersville. Nice deflection here by Mergenthal.
I think Caleb's kind of got into the mode now. Okay, he's missed his first 3 open shots. Maybe he's looking to press a little bit now defensively. Maybe get a basket in transition just so he can see the ball go through the hoop and get a little more confidence in his next jump shot.
Yeah, I agree. Try to get some of that flow back into his game.
Yes.
Nice lob pass here by Connersville. They kick it back out. And that's going to be a turnover by Connersville.
Connersville really looking to exploit that size. They've run some high lows, and they look to it right there. Selhorst did a nice job underneath defensively and not letting the pass go through. But look for Connersville to really try to do that more if East Central stays in this man-to-man.
Yeah, we'll see if that forces East Central to switch to a zone here at some point. Jane thought about it, passed it up. Here's Mergenthal with the ball. Really good defense along the perimeter by Connersville.
And you see almost all of East Central's passes are going around the three-point line. You don't see anything. You don't see any paint touches so far. That's part of that pack line defense that Connersville is very, very well known for playing. And they're keeping East Central out of the lane and forcing them to continually pass it around the three-point arc.
Yeah, they just close up so well, Bobby.
Yes.
There's a little in and out. Selhorst from the corner. It's way off. And it's a steal by Hogue. Nope. Connersville's going to come up with it. I was going to say, Dennis better be careful. Get off his feet. You don't want to draw another foul.
Especially when you're guarding Gabe Brown.
Yeah.
He the size and the length that he has, that's a tough cover. East Central's going to have to find something offensively here, and it's going to be hard-pressed to do it with the defense that Connersville plays, but they've got to find something offensively to keep them going and keep this game within reach. Casey's on the bench with 2 fouls, and so they have to find something somebody, somewhere, some way to put the ball through the hoop to keep this close.
That's another missed shot. Connersville's going to walk it down. Yeah, I agree, Bobby. You don't want to get into a stagnant stretch where most of the quarter rolls by. You've only scored maybe 2 or 4 points. That's not going to get it done tonight. And that's going to be an offensive foul against Connersville.
I think it might have been a travel call here. I think he called a travel, which that's kind of a borderline call. Obviously, the Connersville faithful here disapprove. But I'm not sure which way he was going to call that, if it was going to be an offensive foul or a travel. It seemed to be the defense was in pretty good position. East Central on a back pick.
Murgy's still off. Connersville comes up with a rebound, number 34. That's going to be a push foul on East Central.
And just to show you how good Connersville is, they can run a deliberate half-court offense the way they've done. And that time, off of the rebound, they throw a full-court pass down to H. Brown, catches it off one pass, now he's at the free throw line.
First shot is good. That foul is against Pazanka.
7-2 in fouls. I know Coach Disbro isn't happy about that.
And that second one is good by Brown. Yeah, just the way they shut down those passing lanes, Bobby, it's hard for East Central to get in there.
And you know, we talked a little bit about it earlier too. The way they stay in front of their man they're guarding. They don't get beat on penetration, which prevents those kickouts for wide open threes, because now the guy in the corner or the guy on the wing doesn't have to help off to stop the drive and allow that kick out to happen. Connersville's very, very, very well versed defensively.
Well, one thing I noticed too, it's almost textbook the way they just stay in position and just slide their feet, you know, back and forth.
It's a little old school coming out, but like I like to say, old school's the best school.
Yep. That's off of Sizemore. It's going to go to Connersville.
East Central really struggling here. May want to think about a timeout.
And I think that's what we're going to have here. Timeout called. I believe it's a 30-second timeout. We'll come back in 30. Connersville leads 16-8.
For real milkshakes, lotteries, snacks, and more.
January special, 3 medium, 2 topping pizzas for $24.99.
At Steve's, our main focus is the experience of the customer. We hire friendly people, keep our shelves stocked, and the store clean.
Welcome back to St. Leon here for high school basketball. It's Connersville 16, East Central 8. Connersville's got the ball. It's number 24, Josh Williams.
East Central really struggling to find something offensively, and they've been in a drought. And I don't know if Coach Disbrow is going to try something defensively, maybe go do some traps, maybe go to a zone, try to get turnovers out of Connersville, maybe get some baskets in transition. Because as we're seeing, if you try to beat Connersville in a half-court game, you're really going to struggle to do that.
Well, you know, you look at the keys to the game, Bobby. Score in transition, turn that D into offense, and offensive rebounds. Neither of them happened tonight for East Central, unfortunately.
No.
And, you know, a team of the caliber like Connersville, you got to hope your big players like Mergenthal steps up, you know, and he just hasn't had his touch here tonight.
Very true. In games like these, your best players got to play their best.
Yeah, they do.
And so far, Caleb struggled from the field.
Nice move by Williams for Connersville. Rebound goes to Connersville. Now they're going to push it here a little bit.
And something you keep your eye on, too. East Central has to work so hard offensively for good shots. And then when you get an easy one like they just had off of a loose ball and you don't capitalize on it, psychologically what that can do to you is that's a lot of times is more damaging than anything.
Yeah, it can freeze you up.
Yes.
It's Dennis. He shoots a three. It's no good. And here's a three on the way by Connersville. Also no good.
Another offensive rebound by Connersville. East Central's really getting hurt on offensive rebounds.
And how many times have we seen this so far tonight, Bobby, where they get beat on the rebound and then a foul, you know, because they've gotten beat?
Far too often for East Central's liking.
This will be the 18th foul for East Central. That's going to send number 32, Braxton Myers, to the line. His first shot is up. No good, but Williams, number 24, Josh Williams, with the rebound.
One thing I really like to do when you watch a team like Connersville and East Central play is try not to watch the ball. You try to watch the other four guys on the floor. And if you do that, you can see a lot of good screening action. You can see a lot of good post action. Watch what the post defense is doing. So try not to watch the ball is a big thing.
That is going to be an offensive foul on Connersville.
That's 2 fouls on number 24, Josh Williams.
Williams has 3 points on the night for the Spartans. Minute 20 left in the first half.
East Central still with just 8 points.
Yeah.
There, Connersville comes out in a trap.
Morgenthau sets up off the back of the iron. Bobby, they're ready to run whenever they touch that ball,
And
like you said.
Just multifaceted.
Yeah.
They can grind you in the half court, and they can beat you in transition too.
You can see why they've been so successful against some of the teams they've played, Bobby.
Yes. Very smart basketball team.
This is going to be James Williams at the line. First shot, no good. See, McQueen gets set to come back. Here's Williams' second shot. It's up and it falls through.
Coach Isbro taking a little calculated risk here, bringing Casey McQueen back in the game. You got a minute to play in the half, and he's got 2 personal fouls. I know Coach Isbro doesn't want to see him pick up that third before the halftime.
But like we said, you got to find some way to get some points here, Bobby, and at least close that gap and maybe get it underneath 10 here before you go into halftime.
I'm sure that's the goal for East Central, is to keep it in the single digits. Not going to do it with turnovers, though.
That's not going to help. That ball's thrown away. Goes back to Connersville. We've got Hogue and Sizemore checking in. And Josh Williams comes back in for the Spartans. Here comes Maxwell. And number 44, Gage Brown for the Spartans.
So you see both coaches there. Wealth of experience.
Yeah.
Of course, Coach Brown's going to put his best offensive team on the floor with 44 seconds to play with the ball. Coach Isbro's going to try to put his best defensive team on the floor, minus Casey McQueen, to protect him from picking up that third foul.
Yeah, these two coaches, they know each other very well.
East Central gets a turnover there on the over and back.
I know you could probably hear the crowd, Connersville, thinking it was a foul on Morgenthau.
Coach Isbro went to a little bit of a trapping defense there. Maybe took Connersville by a little bit by surprise. Connersville does not turn the ball over very much. It's very rare to see that. So, it's a good break for East Central. See if they can capitalize on it.
McQueen back into the game.
See what Coach Isbro runs here with 20 seconds left in the half.
I would think they're going to hold here, Bobby, for the best shot they can get, the last shot here.
For sure. Run a little bit of a set.
Yep.
Casey for a corner 3.
Williams again with the rebound. And that's going to be the end of the first half. Connersville leads 19-8 here at St. Leon. Guys, stick with us. We're going to have Coach Kevin Moore with us. His girls completed the three-peat in the sectional championship, and we're going to have a preview of the regional happening this Saturday at Columbus North against the number 2 team in the state, Franklin. Hang with us here. We'll be back in just 1 minute.
Trojan Exchange. Shop online, at the games, or at lunch.
Ladies and gentlemen, as promised, we're here with Coach Kevin Moore Coach, it was an exciting game this week for that sectional championship win. That's your third in a row.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
By the games.
First of all, to go that far, 3 different nights.
You're going down to Bloomington North. That's a long way down there.
And probably the most difficult draw because you had to play the next 3 best teams. Just the way we like it, actually.
Yeah.
So, if it's not hard, we don't want to try it and go after it. But give the kids a lot of credit to do that. And, they're not just basketball players, they're students.
Yeah.
And they have other things outside of school and basketball. So to commit the time that they have to put ourselves in a situation to win 3 in a row, all the credit goes to them.
Yeah, I was going to mention, you had Hope Fox. She broke 1,000-point barrier for her career, and then you had Josie. She came up with 36 points on the night. Just 2 great performances from those girls. What did they mean for that win and just, overall for this season and heading into the regional?
Yeah, I mean, your stars have to play like stars in the big moments, and Josie has always done that. In the big games this year, the Crown Points, the Mount Vernons, Columbus East, she's averaging almost 30 points a game in those games. So, and Fox, historically, it's just kind of her personality at times. She's a little shy. Yeah. So in the bigger moments, she's not making the shots and she's not getting to the line and not getting downhill. But she had 3 points at halftime, and I kept her back and I said, "Listen, let's not go out like this. Let's not end our career not being aggressive-minded." And she comes out and scores 19 second-half points. So without either one of them, we're not in any position to win 1, let alone 3 sectional championships.
Yeah, it was a heck of a game.
Coach, obviously, you mentioned your stars playing like stars, and certainly that's going to have to be the case, I think, again for you guys this coming Saturday. What can you tell us about Franklin? That's going to be a tough matchup, but I also think it's going to be a very tough matchup for them as well.
Yeah, I mean, defensively, I think we have some things that we do that could cause them problems. They're very perimeter-based. They have 50% of their field goal attempts are threes. So, they want to get out and run and gun, and they're not very patient in the half court, and I think that kind of suits to us. We're a disciplined defensive team, and we don't give up a lot of offensive rebounds. So if we can secure those long ones, I think we can run it back at them. They're 20, really nice schedule. I think we have too, and as you said, stars have to be stars and win games like that, but you also have to have kids that outplay your scouting report. And Caitlin Dick did that, on Tuesday against East, and we've had Lainey Baker do that across the season, and other kids, Julia Tiemann, Ashley Nobby, and it's going to have to be somebody else.
Yeah.
Those 2 kids are going to be the top of the scouting report.
That's a great point, and you mentioned your stars, and obviously the supporting cast has to carry more than its weight sometimes, and I think in the games that I've seen so far from the East Central girls basketball team, I've seen Caitlin Dick play very well.
Shoots it well, yeah.
And I've seen some of your other players. You look down your bench, and some of your other players come in and contribute, whether that's a rebound or a defensive stop or getting a loose ball, and outplaying your scouting report. That's a great way to put it. I think, just knowing what I know about our team, I like our chances Saturday.
And you look at the John Harrell prediction, and we're the dogs by, I think, 11 or 12 points. And that's fine. It kind of suits our mentality and our personality.
You almost got to embrace that, don't you, Kevin?
Yeah.
On some level.
Well, our kids certainly do. I know that they've already looked at the website and checked out that we're dogs, and they welcome that challenge. So we're looking forward to it. We hope a lot of people are able to make their way over there. Yeah. It's not quite the 2.5-hour trip to Bloomington. Hudson, you're gonna break something here, buddy. You got to calm down. So we really hope that people are able to come over to Columbus at 10 o'clock, and I hope, I'm not sounding arrogant here, but I would encourage everybody to buy the $10 ticket, not the $8 ticket.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm all for that, and to your point you made earlier, and you made a really good point. Sometimes people don't understand just what that drive can do to a team when you have to go to Bloomington and you have to go several times a week. Yeah. I've been on those bus trips before many times, and sometimes that bus ride, when you're spending 5 hours a day on a bus, can do numbers to you. And your girls have done a great job. Your staff has done a great job.
Thank you. It's the mental fortitude of it. That's the thing, and they do just as much on the scouting report as we do. They watch as much film as the coaching staff does, and That's a credit to our kids, and they love the game of basketball and they love to win. That's the other thing about this group of kids.
Just
they're multiple sport kids that just win. You know what I mean? And some of them are basketball first kids or basketball only kids, but a great majority of our kids play 2 and 3 sports.
Yeah.
And so there is that stigma that kids have to be one sport players to be all-stars, and that's not true.
Yeah.
We encourage our kids to play multiple sports.
Yeah, you definitely have some great all-around athletes on that team and some great competitors.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
And they play together. That's the other thing. And, everybody will see the headlines that Joe and Foxy gets, but...
Well, you got so many, and we've talked about this before, Kevin, just, they accept the role.
They do.
And you've got so many that can do something positive for you out there on the court.
And Bobby can probably attest to this. Kids accepting roles is getting harder and harder.
Yes,
it's
100%.
The era that we're living in. So, I'll use Avery Daniels as a great example.
Yeah.
And she may be one of the best teammates we've ever had in my tenure here, 13 years. She may play 2 minutes, 10 minutes, or no minutes. It doesn't change her attitude on the bench. It doesn't change the type of kid that she is in the locker room. And we talked about it. I'm glad you brought that up today at practice. The rotation does shrink in the pro season.
Yeah,
kids aren't going to play as much minutes that maybe they would have during the regular. Don't you dare touch that. So we talked about it today that the role that they play may be in practice. Their teammates get ready for. It may be been a game earlier in the year that they helped us win. So we try to emphasize, and I try to show my appreciation for all those kids, not just the kids that get the headlines.
Well, Coach, we want to thank you for coming up. We encourage everybody to take that trip down to Columbus North. It's going to be a great matchup between the East Central Lady Trojans and Franklin at 10 o'clock on Saturday.
And if anybody is in the babysitting service, I'm clearly in need of one.
I was going to ask her, is he headed for detention here?
Yeah. I hope to be out of that role by the time he gets here. That could be an awkward conversation.
Well, Coach, we want to thank you and the best of luck to you and your team this Saturday. Again, everybody travel down there to Columbus North. It's going to be one heck of a matchup. 10 o'clock. Buy that ticket. Get that pre-sale before you head down and stay for both games.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot.
Coach,
appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Take care.
Thank you. Say bye.
All right, guys. Give us 30 seconds. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Brendan Bean.
Hi, my pants are too short. And I really don't know what this is. Spanky told us we had 5 days to make something, so
We gotta figure it out.
we're pulling this out of our... All right, can we get a quick hoo-day?
Hoo-day!
All right, thank you so much. You have a great day. Great. Can I get a hoo-day?
A hoo-day.
Thank you.
That's what he said. He'll be that way anyway.
Mr. Wynn. Mr. Wynn, are you busy?
Yes, I am.
Oh, well, he's busy. I was just going to ask you how you feel about the Chiefs' loss yesterday.
Doesn't matter to me.
Well, I know how your son feels about it.
Not real good right now.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Not at all.
All right, well, can I get a hoo-day real quick, though?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to tonight's game is Connersville Spartans versus your East Central Trojans. Bobby, we saw kind of a rough half there for East Central. They only scored 8 points, and we really just saw the strength of Connersville on both sides of the court.
Absolutely, and Coach Desborough knew coming into this game that playing Connersville, I made the analogy earlier, it's like going to the dentist. They just make you uncomfortable. They make you earn every single thing and make you work so hard, not just offensively but defensively too. Probably one of the better teams that East Central is going to see this year on the schedule.
I agree.
And just everything is so difficult against them. They're so skilled.
Yeah.
And they are so disciplined.
Yeah.
And well coached that, it just makes it hard for other teams to play against them.
It's going to be a turnover by East Central. And I think, Bobby, you made the point before, and I thought it was great about just how multifaceted they are. Just how they can do so many things well. And, whether it's half court, offense or transition offense or just their defense. That's going to be a travel.
So both teams trade turnovers here to start the second half. East Central has got to find something offensively, and I know Mergenthal has struggled from the field a little bit tonight, but I don't think that's going to prevent them from finding him and looking for him to get some shots. Just a matter of trying to get him open against this sticky man-to-man defense from Connersville.
Yeah, I agree. He's your top scorer. I think you still got to go to him. Nice drive by Selhorst, just couldn't finish here at the rim. But yeah, I think you got to keep Mergenthal shooting. Just hope that he can find a rhythm here.
Agreed. And sometimes your best players have off nights, and so far I think that's the case for Caleb. I think Connersville's had a little bit to do with that. But the open shots he's gotten, he hasn't converted yet, and that's not like him.
No. It's a 2 by Connersville.
Interesting to see what kind of adjustments were made at halftime here for both teams as we get started here in the third quarter. I don't see Connersville trying to change a lot. I mean, you give up 8 points and a half.
There's a 3 by Selhorst.
Your defense is obviously doing the job. So I don't think Coach Brown's going to change a lot. I want to see what Coach Disbrow does here.
Yeah, I agree. And here's a blocking foul.
That's 2 fouls for Caleb Mergenthal, 60 feet from the basket, and it's just as a coach that's a head scratcher and frustrating.
Yeah.
I know he's trying to create a turnover and trying to get a loose ball and maybe get an easy basket out of it, but at the same time, that juice isn't worth the squeeze necessarily.
Yeah. Well, I think, Bobby, in those situations, you got to be smart with your hands. There's going for a steal, and then there's being too aggressive.
Very much. Very good point. So already here in the first 2 minutes of the third quarter, East Central has already had 2 team fouls. And I think they called that foul on Ryan Selhorst. That's 2 on him. So now, basically, your 2 biggest guys in your starting lineup in Selhorst and Casey McQueen both have 2 fouls.
Yeah.
It's going to be a rough stretch here for the Trojans if they can't get this figured out.
And that second shot is good by number 44, Gage Brown. It not only does it get him into foul trouble, you're going to send Connersville to the line sooner than what they need to be, if at all.
Right, and you look at Connersville's free throw percentages, they don't necessarily jump off the chart at you.
Yeah.
But they're also not chump change either. They're going to make far more than they miss at the free throw line.
Well, like the saying goes, every little bit adds up.
Very true. There's just a great example of number 30. Caleb Sparks, and he's 6'4", and he's guarding a guy that he's maybe 2 or 3 inches taller than, and probably weighs more than. He just keeps him in front of him.
Yeah.
And he doesn't let him get in the paint.
Yeah.
And he just makes him go sideline to sideline. Just really, really good team defense.
Yeah. It's just sound fundamentals. Staying low and sliding at feet.
Yep. Old school.
Yeah. Keep the back to the basket. Mergenthal's going to try to look for a lane, but like you said, just such tight defense. Nothing there. Central going to swing it around. It's with Hogue. Mergenthal.
There again, they're just passing around a 3-point arc, and you see they're trying to set some high screens.
Yeah.
And they're just not getting anything in the paint.
Yeah.
And another turnover for East Central.
Yeah, Bobby, you're right. There's just been nothing there tonight. Here's a 3 on the way, and it's good by number 30, Sparks. That's his 5th point tonight.
East Central's really in the danger zone right here.
Yeah. Yeah, they're down 15, but they're really in danger of seeing the game slip away here in the third quarter. It's going to be a jump ball. Good call there by the ref. We're going to see some subs come in for East Central. Maxwell, Dennis, Ian McQueen.
You got Selhorst and Mergenthal and Hogue coming out for the Trojans.
Bazonka comes in as well.
Coach Isbro really looking for any kind of spark he can find here. Changing his lineups, going to different personnel, hopefully trying to get something started.
Yeah. Maxwell with the rebound. He's going to drive. Bazonka up, just too strong. And Sizemore tries to keep it alive, but it goes to Connersville. I'm a little surprised Connersville didn't try to push that ball, Bobby, a little bit more the way they did in the first half.
Yeah, I think what you might see here as we progress into the second part of the third quarter here, I think Coach Brown is really going to try to make this a half-court game.
Yeah.
He sees his team is up 18 points right now, and I think he's going to make East Central try to beat them in the half court, which, you know, that's a nice start. That's a great shot by Sizemore, you know, and you see Coach Brown upset with that. That's just a simple matter of Connersville not being matched up. But, that's a big basket for East Central. See if they can keep it going. Turn up the pressure a little bit.
And there's going to be another foul, and it's against McQueen, number 50.
Looks like they might be giving that 3 points right back to Connersville.
Yeah. It's going to be Casey's second.
Actually, it looks like they've got four on Casey on the board. I'm not sure that's accurate, but the scoreboard is showing 4 fouls on Casey McQueen.
Yeah, I was going to say now they switched it, Bobby. I didn't think that was right because he was in foul trouble in the first half.
Right.
I thought, there's no way that's only a second foul. There's Maxwell. He's going to pass out to Sizemore. And there's a travel. Yeah, wherever you go with that ball, there's somebody right in front of you. Even there, a little penetration lane by Dennis. You got somebody on the help side that's going to stop that penetration.
And watching Connersville play defense, it seems like all of their defenders are on the same level as the ball. So as the deeper the ball gets into the lane, all 4 or 5 Connersville help defenders are on the same level.
Yeah.
They don't get overextended.
Yeah.
They don't give up a lot of easy shots, and they really clog that lane and just make any kind of penetration and kick out really hard to do.
2 on the way. It's good by Connersville. A lead by 20, 34-14. Last shot was by number 12, Billups.
And he's really the guy that I think makes them go. He really takes good care of the basketball, gets it to the right spots.
Yeah.
He can score off the bounce. He can score off a catch and shoot. And he's the guy I think gets everybody in the right spots and is really the floor general for these kids and just does a really outstanding job.
Well, that's so important, you know, really at any level, but maybe more so at this level, just having good guard play. Somebody can settle everything down and run your offense.
Absolutely. Guard play is key at every level you play, and the older you get, the more that's magnified.
Dennis with a 3 on the way off the front of the rim.
Offensive rebound by Dylan Maxwell. Jaden Dennis still unable to convert right at the rim.
We see Toby Billups just kind of walking it up, being content as we're at 1 minute left in the third quarter. And he's going to go all the way. Just explosive there, Bobby, as he made his drive.
Yeah, and that's just a classic example of a kid who's got a lot of varsity experience, you know, going right at a kid that has 2 or 3 games varsity experience in Dylan Maxwell. Dylan's going to learn from that, and Dylan will get better from that. Playing this kind of kid and this kind of competition is only going to help him. But really, you know, Billups taking charge right there like we talked about and just really putting his stamp on this game.
3 no good by Sparks. Morgenthau with the ball for the Trojans. There's going to be a foul on number 34, Lucas Barron. Going to see some subs come in here at the end for both squads.
Looks like each team is going to sub out 3 people.
Yep.
So for East Central, Cooper Hogue, Casey McQueen, and Ryan Selhorst check in.
Yeah, for Connersville had the Williams brothers come in.
What a luxury that is to have kids like that really come off your bench. I mean,
oh,
that's just
I know. And that's another 3 by Selhorst. That shot is going to end the third quarter. Spartans extend their lead. They now lead 38-17. Stick with us for one more quarter of action. We'll be back in 1 minute. Welcome back to East Central High School. I'm Aaron Jackson along with Bobby Reynolds. One more quarter of action here tonight for East Central and Spartansville.
Pretty one-sided here in the second half, especially. Connersville put on a little run there in the third quarter and really opened this game up.
Well, I think we've seen just the depth and athleticism, the skills that Connersville has. We knew they were a good team coming in here, Bobby, but they've been very impressive here tonight.
They came as advertised. Yeah. And it's just, you see the depth coming into play here, too. You can take a Josh Williams out of the game, and you can bring in a Caleb Sparks back on, who starts for them. They've got a really nice team.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to do very well in their sectional. Perhaps into their regional, too.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, they're going to be tough out, Bobby, in this year's tournament. And you look, their record coming in, Bobby, was 13-6. But to me, the IAC is really very balanced this year. And maybe one of the toughest years in the conference that we've seen in quite a while. But here you got Connersville at the top, undefeated at 4-0. They'll probably be 5-0 after tonight.
And it looks that way. And I think there's a team up in Franklin County who might have something to say about it. I know Mark Foster's done a really good job with them up there. And I'm sure he's probably an interested participant in watching this tonight if he's not in the gym here scouting himself. I know they've got Connersville coming up, and they play up at Connersville in the Spartan Bowl. And that Franklin County-Connersville rivalry can get pretty heated. And I'm sure they'll have a nice crowd on hand. And Franklin County's got a really nice team. So does Connersville. That'd be a good game.
I believe, Bobby, what is it, 15 in a row for Mark and his squad up there? I want to say it is.
It's 14 or 15, and
they've had a great run so far this season.
Yes, they have, and Mark's done a good job with those kids up there. And I want to give a shout out to the guy who was before him. That's Eric Evans. And Eric really, for the last 2.5, 3 years, did a good job with those kids, bringing them along. And Mark was by his side the whole way. And Mark has seen the progression of those kids getting better and better and better. He's just done a really good job so far this year.
He's got Chad Cox up there. He's got Rand Ertl up there. Two really good scores. Chad just broke the scoring record for Franklin County over the weekend. But I tell you, Matt and I did that game, Bobby, and we were really impressed with Bridger Bolos. And that's going to be another squad that's going to be a tough out in this tournament.
And what's a shame is that I think Connersville and Franklin County are in the same section. I think they are.
I believe so. I'm more familiar with East Central, but I think you're right.
I wouldn't put money on that, but but I think they are. I don't know if that's the same Greensburg sectional as it always was, but either way, you've got two really good teams that are going to go at it here at the end of February when Franklin County goes up to Connersville.
Yeah. There's Dennis in the lane. Shot no good. Rebound, McQueen. It's going to go out of bounds, but it stays with East Central. Ball into Morgenthal, but it's kind of poked away there, bobbing. Connersville, it's out of bounds, but to them.
Yeah, and East Central tried to run a little flex action off the inbounds play there. And, you know, one of the simplest things that coaches talk about is catch the ball with 2 hands.
Yeah.
You got to catch it before you can do anything else with it. And right now, you know, sometimes you see later stages of games like this where maybe it's gotten away from you and kids start focusing on the next play instead of this play.
Yeah. And that's a 2 by number 42. That's James Williams. Connersville hasn't lost any intensity, Bobby, out there tonight on the defensive end.
And that's a Kerry Brown team.
Yeah. Offensive foul.
Everywhere they go, there's somebody waiting for them, and you know, and like, I don't mean to beat on a dead horse, but the deeper that ball gets into the lane, you just watch all the Connersville kids. They react to it instinctively, and they're on the same level at all times.
Yeah, and you know, you're out there as East Central. It's got to be frustrating. You know, you work so hard and you come up empty on a possession like that.
For sure. Sometimes when you play teams like Connersville, it seems like there's 7 or 8 of them out there. You know, and you wonder where they all came from. But, you know, they're just a really well-coached, well-balanced team.
Little pressure here by Coach Disbro. We're going to get a timeout. We'll also take a timeout and be right back with you. Welcome back, guys. We want to thank you for tuning in tonight to this game. We appreciate you watching us at home and listening to us. We want to thank all our sponsors for Trojan Media Productions. They've been with us basically from day one last year. And Bobby, you know, this is a class that kids can take. It's just, you know, great to see them get involved with a program like this and do it for some high school credit.
You know, as teachers, when we see kids that get real world applications, and they're able to do that in high school, that's what it's about, you know, and getting kids out of the classroom into things like this, and they get those experiences where they're hands-on. And our kids do a great job with it too. They work incredibly hard. They really do.
And it's just such a great product. The kids work great. You know, you got to thank Kevin Leach and Spencer Powell too, kind of the heads of it. But you know, from top to bottom, it's just a great product that they do. It's not just sports. Like Bobby, this weekend they did the dance competition. Right. That Saturday.
It's just
the school board meeting tonight.
From a startup to where they are now in such a short period of time, and the level of production and the camera work and the AV work. And all the behind the scenes stuff that you know, average people and I'm an average person. I had no idea what went into it. But when you see these kids out here putting in these hours and working the way they do to set all this stuff up, and to get the shots, and we have the easy part.
Oh yeah.
Sitting up here and we get to watch the game and talk about it. But those kids work really hard.
And to your point, Bobby, it's something that, hey, they can cut their teeth on it, and if they don't like it, it's like no harm, no foul. They've had that experience, and
exactly.
Before they go to college, and spend some money on it.
They've gotten a real world taste of it, and we're broadcasting to people all over our school corporation, and they've put their stamp on it, and they've done a great job with it so far.
That's going to be a travel against Connersville. East Central ball.
Coach Disbrow really going to the bench here. Ryan Brotherton's into the game, 42, and now Reese over 14 into the game. Two guys that both played 4 quarters of JV this evening.
Yeah.
The rule in the IHSA is you get 5 quarters in the so
yeah.
You can get 4 quarters in JV and 1 quarter in the varsity. We're in the 4th quarter. And it's good for the kids like that to get them play and to play team experiences.
Yeah, I agree, Bobby. It's good. And then here with 4:19 left, get some varsity experience on the floor against this really solid Connersville team.
Yes.
Here's Bazanka for 3. It's off the mark. Rebound goes to Williams. Selhorst tries to poke it away, but Connersville retains control. And it's going to be...
Looks like the basket was good.
I was going to say, should be an and 1.
Fouls on Sizemore.
Yep. We're going to see Morgenthal come in for Jayden. And McQueen come in for Sizemore. Next game for both teams. Williams shot no good. Rebound goes to number 34, Lucas Barron. He's got the ball there in the corner for 3, and it's good. Connersville 46. Sorry, Bobby.
Just a hustle play there by Connersville. Results in a wide open 3-point basket for them. And you tip your cap to them. They, here they are playing in a 25-point game, and they're playing as if it was tied, and that's a sign of a good team too.
Yeah. Shot off the mark for East Central. We got A.J. Reynolds out on the court. Coming in and getting some varsity action. He also played in the JV game. Phillips walks it up.
A.J. Reynolds guarding number 30 probably isn't a fair fight. But hey, kid's got to toughen up at some point.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say it probably wasn't fair for number 30.
I'm not sure about that.
We almost had to steal, but number 34 gets it up and in. That's Lucas Barron.
I know Coach Disbrow's really subbed down, and it looks, I don't know if Connersville has any intent. I mean, it's a 30-point game here with 2:47 left to play, and here comes the subs for Connersville.
Yeah. We're going to see Hornsby, Jurgensen, and I believe it was number 14.
Yeah, I think that's going to be Brady Cloyd, if I'm not mistaken. I'm looking at the JV roster here. I think that's who it is.
It's Bazanka, nice drive there by Carson.
Good attack to the basket there. This last 2:35, coaches can treat this almost kind of like a practice. You want to see certain things, and the game is obviously out of reach at this point. But there are things that I'm sure both coaches want to see their teams work on.
And I think, no matter what, you want to see that effort
Yes.
by both teams. I mean,
Yes,
both
yes.
coaches do. We'll take this time. Next game's coming up for both teams. For the visiting Spartans, they got their game at Saturday against New Pal. It'll be a great matchup for them. For your East Central Trojans, they're going to be on the road at Batesville. Game time is 7:30 as the Trojans take on the Bulldogs.
I almost thought that was an afternoon game.
Was it afternoon, Bobby?
I think they want to
they
give
move
people a
that
chance
up?
to. I know the girls' regional is that day, and I'm not sure how both schools or East Central's going to navigate that with our girls playing at 10 o'clock. And I know our boys were originally scheduled, I think, to play at 1. I'm not sure of the start time of that game, but yes, that Batesville is correct.
Yeah, I didn't really check the time. I know it should be Batesville on Saturday.
Yes. Seeing some people start to exit the gym here. I've noticed a couple of schools. We saw Greensburg here scouting. I see Lawrenceburg here scouting. East Central has Lawrenceburg coming up. I know Greensburg has East Central coming up. And so you get these Thursday night games, and it doesn't change a thing for coaches. It's just another day. You put in those hours, and you go and watch teams and you watch film. So they're doing their due diligence best they can.
That Lawrenceburg game got moved back. That was one of the two that got rescheduled because of that bad weather. So
yes,
that's coming up here very soon. .206 left in the game.
I'm sure Coach Desborough doesn't want to see his team foul at this point.
Yeah.
Not a very smart foul there by number 12.
Josh Williams at the line. Off the back of the iron. That's going to be a rebound by Wheat. Selhorst check back into the game.
Just active hands there, Connersville. It just doesn't change.
Yeah, they've had that effort. We've talked about that. They've kept up the pressure all game long.
Yes.
And it's going to be blocking foul on Josh Williams.
Still only the 15th foul for Connersville, so no free throws for East Central at this point.
He's had a nice night tonight for the Spartans.
Those Williams boys are really good basketball players.
Yeah, they are.
Physical, tough, hard-nosed, and just do, those are things that coaches love.
Yeah. Both have had a really good game. I've heard about them all week. There's going to be a foul here.
Pazanka getting to the line here.
That was against number 22 for the Spartans. That's Sander McHenry. First shot good for Carson. Second shot also good. Connersville 48, East Central 23. East Central giving a little pressure.
Again, this is just an example of Coach Desborough trying to treat this like a practice, seeing what he can get out of these kids, to see if they can get lined up in a press and then matched up in the half court.
Yeah, just see how they do in different situations.
Yes.
Playing good for East Central. Less than a minute to go. Again, we want to remind you, if you're interested On Saturday at 10, the girls play at Columbus North against Franklin. Again, game time there is 10 o'clock. Travel down, support the Trojans. Should be a great game.
I think it will be. And you know, we talked to Coach Moore at halftime, and just I started here at a time when our girls program really wasn't successful, and to see the transformation that he has made with these girls and the work that his staff has put in, and it's just incredibly and fun to watch. It's
That's a three by Connersville. And that's going to be an offensive foul against East Central.
Must be a crowd favorite there, number 20. Jeremy Jurgensen, a senior.
Connersville crowd on their feet. That's the end of the game. Connersville wins 51-25 for East Central. Bobby, kind of a rough night for East Central.
Rough night all the way around for East Central. And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how they respond from this now. They get a day to prepare for Batesville on Saturday and to get back at it. And that's probably a good thing. You're not a lot of time between games to dwell on this one, so you gotta come back tomorrow and refocus your efforts and get ready for Batesville.
Yeah, you can kind of get out of your system, hopefully get a win on the road this Saturday and kind of get back on track. Just a few games left before sectional time in the draws. So
that's exactly right.
Yeah, got to get back on the beam. Well, for Bobby Reynolds, I'm Aaron Jackson. Again, we thank you for tuning in tonight. We'll see you again soon. Have a good night, everybody.